In an unprecedented manner, the shutters to 24 dams across Kerala have been opened. There's a forecast for heavy rainfall in most districts of the state. This is also a stark reminder to us for what we have done to the nature, encroaching upon the course of rivers. With camera person SP Babu, Sneha Koshi.
Our lead story, the massive flood in Kerala. 27 people are now dead in the state and over 20,000 people have been evacuated from different parts of Kerala. Schools and colleges are shut in Kochi, Wayanad, Idukki, Ernakulam and Kottayam, which are some of the worst affected areas. There are also reports that electricity supply in these areas has been disrupted. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard all deployed to help rescue and evacuate. The Home Minister has spoken to the Kerala Chief Minister and promised all help. He will also conduct an aerial survey on Sunday. The US has issued an advisory to its citizens who are visiting Kerala. And this morning, for the first time in its history, all 5 of the floodgates of the Idukki reservoir were opened. You see that massive flow of water coming out of the dam right now through the floodgates, and that's adding to the levels of the Periyar River and indeed posing quite a threat to low-lying areas in the region.
For the first time in Kerala, the 5 shutters of Cheradoni Dam, the only opening for the Idukki reservoir, have been opened. With the water flowing out at an intensity of 6 lakhs per second, fresh alerts have been issued to people to stay away from the banks of Periyar River, inundating roads and bridges in low-lying areas. To give you a sense that what does the intensity of this water flow mean on the ground, this was a bridge that NDTV crossed in the morning. It connects east and west Cheradoni, but now remains absolutely out of bound, inaccessible after it has been inundated. That is the kind of intensity we are talking about, and that's why people from low-lying areas have been evacuated. Shops at the banks of such water courses have been asked to close down. In Idukki's Muna district, over 54 tourists were stranded in a resort since Thursday late night, with 22 foreigners due to landslides. All evacuated on Friday after army and revenue officials worked through the rubble for around 7 hours.
The situation in Idukki is under control. There is nothing much to panic about the situation because, as you know, the rains have been heavy for the last 2-3 days. The water level is continuously rising. Now the water level is 2,401.6 feet. So as of now, we have to drain all this water. Our sub-collector had an video calling with some of the embassies to ensure that all these people are having a proper time in Muna.
Rescue operations by the NDRF and all 3 defense forces have been ongoing in Kochi, Malappuram, Kozhikode, Wayanad. Schools and colleges remain shut in at least 7 districts. Nearly 20,000 people have been evacuated from different parts of Kerala, around 9,000 from rural Ernakulam itself.
We have put in as many helicopters as demanded by the state machinery for the flood relief. We have picked up the entire NDRF team from wherever they were towards Calicut yesterday and then moved them to the affected area along with the collector.
In an unprecedented manner, the shutters to 24 dams across Kerala have been opened. There's a forecast for heavy rainfall in most districts of the state. This is also a stark reminder to us for what we have done to the nature, encroaching upon the course of rivers. With camera person SP Babu, Sneha Koshi for NDTV.
Well, 10 teams of the National Disaster Relief Force are involved in the rescue operations. All divisions of the armed forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, as well as the Coast Guard have also been roped in. Sneha has more on all of those details.
We are at ground zero. We are at Cheradoni, and this is the place where the 5 shutters of Cheradoni Dam, part of the Idukki reservoir, have actually been opened for the first time in Kerala. Now that apart, important to understand what is the ramification of this water which is flowing out at a gushing speed. 1. Idukki is on a hilly terrain, it's on a higher land, so it's unlikely that this area, a large part of Idukki, will get inundated. It's unlikely. But low-lying areas will get inundated, and that's why you have shops which are shut for now. But people gathering all around, because for many of them, the truth is that they have not seen something like this in their lifetime ever. So, second point to this is it's in the low-lying areas of rural Ernakulam, Aluva, even the area where the airport is, that a large threat remains of heavy inundation, and that's why the maximum number of evacuations have actually happened